Hello folks, Gappy here. Just coming around to remind you guys to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot, really. And I thank you all for coming, I thank you all for clicking on the video, and yeah, that's about it. Video. Today we're going back to the Guile grind, just because it's my favorite character, like, ever. Hello, I'm here. It's kind of a funny story with me and Guile. Like, he wasn't my first character in Street Fighter. When I started this, it was like when I was a wee lad. My uncle, he gifted me my first video game console. It was an SNES, and it came with some cartridges, and one of those cartridges was Street Fighter 2, and it was my first ever fighting game. So yeah, kind of started from there. But the fact is, I always liked Vega in that game. Vega was amazing. I really liked, like, ninja characters. Mask, he had a claw too. That was it was so cool back in the day, and that was it. And it was fun to think, because my uncle really liked Street Fighter back then. I think he was 20 something in that time span. And it's funny because in my grandfather's house, you had his room, and in his room there was this, like, wardrobe. I think it was a wardrobe with stickers from Street Fighter 2, and it was basically I remember 2 being intact, which was a Guile versus DJ sticker and a Guile versus Blanca. So the thing is, Guile was my uncle's character, and yeah, that was it. When I started playing Street Fighter, I was like, okay, I can't use this character because it's my uncle's character. I can't do that. Then I stopped playing fighting games for a while. Then I got back into it, like, in 2015 or something like that, when I got my hands into Guilty Gear Xrd. Yeah, the first one, and that got me into fighting games again, right? Then from there, the thing kind of derailed. I wanted to play Street Fighter 5, but I didn't have the money, so I had an Xbox 360 back then, and I got Super Street Fighter 4 for free, and that kind of got me back into Street Fighter as a whole. And then I saw Guile, and I was like, okay, maybe I should try out Guile, because, you know, I always wanted to try it, but I never could because it's my uncle's character, and he's not gonna see it, so there's no problem in trying it. So I took Guile for a spin, and I couldn't play him because I didn't know how to do charge inputs, like the charge back, throw forward, the sonic boom, because I was so used with Guilty Gear controls, like the pot buster, which is like back forward immediately, you don't need to charge. And I was doing that, and nothing came out, and I was like, well, okay, how do you play this character? I don't know. And I just gave up, go back to Vega, because I still really like Vega. I think if I have a character that's mine, it's Vega. But anyway, whatever. So a few months later, I got Street Fighter 5, because I heard that Charlie Nash from Street Fighter Alpha was coming back. And I played Alpha in the arcades, and I really liked Charlie Nash Guile again. But then again, when I was a kid, I didn't know how to do charge inputs. I mean, as a teenager, I didn't know how to do charge inputs too. So yeah, that's it. And then I got into Street Fighter 5. I tried Charlie Nash because he was not a charge character anymore. It was very fun. But I went back to Vega because I really like Vega. So I feel like in my birthday that same year, I invited my uncle to come here and play some Street Fighter. He didn't like Street Fighter anymore because he became a Mortal Kombat fan, which is understandable. Everybody has their own taste, right? I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat fan, but I respect it. So I called him to play Street Fighter 5 here. And when we got to play together, he went immediately to Ken, not Guile. And I was like, oh, you're not gonna play Guile? And he's like, no, I want to play Ken. And I was like, okay, then you don't mind if I take Guile, right? And they're like, no, go ahead. And then I immediately went to Guile, and then he beat the shit out of me with Ken, destroyed me. And I was like, okay, I don't know how to do charge inputs, and then he was like, oh, you just have to like hold the button for 2 seconds, like the usual Street Fighter 2 tech. And I was like, okay, let me try it. And then I like, that was my first Sonic Boom. I was like, okay, what the fuck, this is actually really cool. And then after that, like, I felt like, okay, he doesn't mind that I take Guile, so I just like started training the charge input timing, and Guile became my Street Fighter 5 main in like 2 weeks or something like that. Not that I played Street Fighter 5 competitively a lot, because I played in the PlayStation 4 and I had to pay for PS Plus to play online, and I didn't do that because I don't have money for that. I played a bit of ranked, but I never got into Street Fighter 5 as a whole because I don't know, the gameplay, the style is not for me. But Guile quickly became my main. After that, I just played him in CVS 2 and fucking the alphas, the everything really. I really like Guile now, and it feels like some sort of legacy character for me, because you know it was my uncle's character, and it came to me. You know, now it's my character. It's kind of a dumb feeling, but I really like it. Yeah. Now that I say it, sounds pretty childish, but I really like it. That's the thing, I get pretty scared when I'm playing Guile, because like, he's my main dude, and I have to do well with him because I need to represent the whole thing he stands for me. That's it.